Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jan. I'm a yoga teacher, and today's video is about bandhas. So it's a specific concept in yoga. I never talked about it so far in all my almost 200 videos, but it's a very interesting one. So this is the last video I'm going to put in the chakra playlist for a while, because to me this is like the ultimate way to use to be aware, to work on your chakras. um, but you can use those bandhas during any practice. Okay, so it's really up to you. It's not for everyone, so just try it and see if you like. What is a bandha? I'm going to explain. So bandha in Sanskrit means lock, okay, or seal, like this idea of you close something. There are subtle muscular engagements in the body. It's not really that you have to lock like crazy at first just to feel it. Maybe we're gonna do that, but then during and throughout practice, you don't have to be that tense, okay? Think of them as internal support because they help you direct energy, stabilize your body, and move with more control and lightness. So this is linked to the chakras because there are three main bandhas I'm going to talk about today. One is the names in Sanskrit is Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and Jalandhara Bandha. Jalandhara. It's tough to say. Jalandhara Bandha. Mula Bandha is the most known because it's at the level of the pelvic floor, so it's root chakra location. So between the anus and the vulva or your testicles, it's this pelvic muscle. When you contract it, it's because you're trying to hold the poo, pee, fart, whatever is going to go from there. And when you let go, when you relax the muscle, it's that you're able to pee, poo, fart, right? So you don't have to do it too strong, but at first do it strong to make sure that you feel it. I'm not going to be able to show you, right? It's something quite internal and energetically speaking. I stumble on that word. It's just an interesting thing to try, and today is the occasion for it. So yeah, Mula Bandha means root, because root chakra, Mula chakra, it's all the same, right? Yeah, you should feel a subtle lifting sensation. It's not a strong squeeze that you should experience. And it's going to help you find stability and grounding, right? It's about root, anchoring, always the same thing, right? And also it supports your lower back and helps you to feel more centered in your practice. So whenever you feel like you're going a bit too in all the directions, this is always a good thing to practice for yourself. Probably no teacher is going to tell you that during the practice because they don't know how you feel, but up to you to say like, okay, I'm going a bit everywhere, let me refocus and make sure that I'm anchoring myself. So let's practice a bit together. Feel that squeeze and release, and squeeze and release, squeeze and release. As simple as that. And if you want to do it eyes closed, focusing on your breath for 1 to 5 minutes, up to you to put a timer and just work on that, and then observe with detachment what you get from this exercise, because everybody has different feelings, and it's up to you to analyze exactly what you feel. Yeah, so feel free to take some time just to do that. The second bandha I'm going to talk about is Uddiyana bandha. So Uddiyana means to rise, okay? And it's at the level, so it's the abdominal lock, okay? So it's at the level of your stomach. The sternum here, right, is the bone, flat bone here that joins the ribs together here in the middle. And then below you have the stomach, okay? So this is here, under the rib cage. Try to imagine this rise. So it's the abdominals, right, that you have to activate to feel that rise. And on the exhale, so you can do it on the inhale, because when you inhale, you can bring it in. But on the exhale, you bring it in like this. So inhale, you bring it up. Exhale, you bring it in. So it's even more on the exhale that you actually activate this. It creates lightness in the body and support in the spine. Because you can practice all you want the first one. If you don't keep the spine supported, then it crumbles and you don't have this stance. So go ahead, try to find it. A good exercise to feel it is also Kapalbhati pranayama. So you know, it's this. Kapalbhati is more about the sacral chakra that you bring in. This one is more about the solar plexus. Okay, it's not far. You can practice Kapalbhati focusing on this, but empty stomach always. And yeah, so the first chakra is red color. This one is yellow. Let's move on to the third bandha I want to talk about. It's Jalandhara. Jalandhara bandha. It's the throat. I'm gonna need to tie my hair to explain even better what I mean. I usually do this. You know, it's about lifting the back of the head, lengthening the neck. So it's a bit cold, so I had to put a sweater on. But most of the time we're like this. And when we say lift the head up, people just do this. No, you want to lengthen the neck and the shoulders go down. Okay, so the chin comes slightly in. And you see this appears. Well, I should do more lymphatic drainage, that's one thing. But also, it's a good way to start feeling it, because this is like you're holding on to a ball like this and you try to squeeze it. This is a bit the similar sensation to Ujjayi breath, right? So Ujjayi is okay, that's breath, whether you inhale, exhale, but through the nose. And if you do it slow, it sounds like the beach is nearby. If you want to know more about this Ujjayi breath, I have a full video. I will put the link at the end. So this is the throat chakra. So this is green light. This is about how you speak to the outside world, the way you express yourself, how you tell your truth, and how you're comfortable with it. So it's important to activate it as well. Working this bandha regulates the flow of energy and breath, especially during pranayama. So that's what I said. Like if you cannot not feel it. I mean, this is very strong. And also it protects the neck and it helps you to stay focused, because as soon as you focus on your breath, your whole mind is busy, and it's busy with something so simple, and yet it keeps on changing. So you have to be very focused. So it helps with your focus throughout the day when you focus just on that on a regular basis. Just try it if you don't believe me. So another example of bandha, I don't use it so much, but like the term. So it's Hasta Bandha, and Hasta means hand. So when we do like downward dog or any hand balancing posture like crow or stuff like that, whenever we put the weight of the body in the hands and we actually create that subtle squeeze in the muscles, because we use also the fingertips, not just the base of the hand, to protect the wrist. This is Hasta Bandha. Doing this, you see, from the fingers, it goes to the shoulders and the neck gets long. So this is another idea of what a bandha can be. And just so you know, this is what you're doing when you do hand balancing postures. Like in plank also, you know, when you put the weight. You press through the base of the fingers and the fingertips to protect the wrist and distribute weight evenly. Just like any other bandha, it brings awareness and stability to your practice. Being aware of what you activate, how the energy flows, and how you balance your body around those energy center. I mean, once you're aware of that, your experience of yoga practice is life-changing. Let's do an exercise together just to compile the three. So it's yogic breathing combined with bandhas. So when we inhale through the belly and the pelvis, we inhale, then the abdominal space and the chest, and then the throat and the shoulders. And then on the exhale, you empty and then you lock the throat. And then you empty the lungs and you activate Uddiyana Bandha. And you exhale, completely empty the belly, and then it's Mula Bandha that you activate. And you stay there as well. And then when you inhale, you release. 1, 2, and 3. On the exhale, you start to activate the throat one. When it's empty, you can activate second, and finally Mula Bandha. Inhale, 2 and 3, and stay there. Open, hold, retention of the breath. It's called kumbhaka in Sanskrit. Everything is open, and exhale. Throat, Uddiyana, and Mula Bandha. And you stay there and you hold. Empty lungs. And when you cannot anymore, just 1 second more, and then you inhale, releasing the locks one by one. Okay, this is a powerful exercise. I don't know if you can feel it. If you think that you need more practice, now that you know how to do, you can just replay the video if you want, or just practice by yourself. I hope it was clear enough. Bringing all those bandha together, you create a strong, stable, and light body. I don't know if you can feel it, but I feel like that. You're not just moving muscles anymore, you are organizing your energy. I can feel, I feel light, and at the same time, I'm anchored and I'm balanced. And yeah, this is advanced yoga. This is what I call very, very advanced. This is what I'm releasing after the advanced and arm balancing postures, because I think this is one of the most difficult things to experience, to explain, to experience. And also, people want to see and practice, and they have goals, right? On what to achieve, like whether it's a split, headstand, whatever. But when you say like, but do you practice bandhas? And I'm like, no, it's not spectacular enough, right? So they don't practice yoga up to that end, but we should start from there, I think. Anyways, I'm very happy I was able to share that knowledge with you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, if you're watching now, it means that you did. So please put a thumb up. It means a lot. I'm going to place that video into the chakra playlist, as I said, but also in the target playlist, because this is one of the concepts I talk about. And most importantly, please do subscribe. This is very important for me. So thank you so much. Have a great day and see you next Wednesday.